Good morning. Good morning. It's time to rise and receive. Welcome to your 10-minute morning send off designed to support you in receiving what you most want by unlearning struggle. So, today we're going to talk about when you're hard on yourself, when you're mean to yourself, when your self talk is full of blame and harshness and impatience and judgment and shame. We can all be hard on ourselves. And so today we're going to unpack that a bit and we're going to explore how to shift that energy completely as we dive into the receive card entitled Receive Compassion. Receive Compassion. So welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm a speaker, coach, and best-selling author, and I come to you each morning with Rise and Receive to support you in understanding that you can receive your fulfillment. It's actually the simplest, most natural thing in the world. And if you've been working hard, patient, sacrificing, pursuing, trying to figure things out for a long time, and your fulfillment still eludes you, well, I have something to share with you. More of the same is not going to get you there. If that would have worked, you would have gotten there by now. And so perhaps your opportunity is to learn how to receive instead. And so that's what I'm all about. And what I do at Rise and Receive is each morning I pull one card from my brand new Receive card deck, which will be out in the new year and available in the coming months for pre-order. I read it to you, I highlight the receiving principle, and then I send you off on your day with a willingness mantra designed to activate the power of invitation. And I'm going to do my 10-minute morning send-off, but if you'd like to stick around for a little bit longer afterwards, I have an exciting update on where we are going with Rise and Receive, because today, on the day of the equinox, and I did not even plan it, I have completed officially the deck. So each morning what I've been doing is I had the topic for you, and then I'd get up early, I'd meditate, and I'd actually write the card. So each time you hear me read a card, I wrote it that morning. And now it's complete, and now we get to move on to the next phase. So stick around if you'd like to hear more about where we're going with Rise and Receives. So with that, I invite you to sit back, let these words wash over you as I read to you the Receive Compassion card. Take a deep breath. It puts you in receiving mode. And here we go. Feel free to close your eyes if you like, because I think sometimes the words can really go deeper if you just surrender to the sound of the words and let them sink in. Here we go. Receive compassion. Your capacity to receive is a way of being. Like a majestic tree which examines nothing and takes no action, the tree is fulfilled by simply being. Beyond that, the tree's impact and influence upon the world comes by way of standing, staying, and sharing. It stands as a living, breathing invitation to all of life. It never tries to change itself or the external world. It owns its innate value and exemplifies natural worthiness. It receives everything it could ever need simply because it exists. It welcomes countless life forms, insects, birds, squirrels, wildlife, civilized life, humans, and on and on and on. It stays where it's planted. It sees no lack, for it knows that it's a part of life, and life is whole and complete. It would not exist if there were no earth or water or heat or sky, so it experiences life fully and receives all that life offers. As it does, the tree grows, expands, and occupies more and more power and presence. It shares its entirety expansively. It provides soothing respite as cool shade and a place to rest. It offers beauty through its colors, textures, and flowers. It circulates nourishment as it bears fruit and releases its seeds abundantly across the lands to further impact, serve, and give. If receiving were a tree, compassion would be the rich, nourishing soil in which the roots grow strong and deep. When we embark on the journey of learning how to be fulfilled receivers, we practice becoming more and more aware about how we are focusing our attention. If you focus your attention on yourself with blame, criticism, judgment, or shame, you will struggle. For this type of attention is toxic. The soil of your existence, that moment by moment awareness where you live, becomes like poison. Like a tree planted in toxic earth, your roots will become weak and your capacity to receive, grow, contribute, and expand will suffer. However, if you focus your attention on yourself with compassion, you will flourish. Instead of being mean, demanding, and unforgiving of yourself, you fertilize the soil of your awareness instead. Notice when the voices in your head are harsh. Pause this toxic self-talk. Take a breath and call upon willingness to give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Assume that at any given moment, you've done the best you can with what you know. Explore what words of kindness and gentleness would sound like for you, and remember your free will to choose another way. And if you are not yet able to be kind to yourself for yourself, do it for your loved ones. When the soil is toxic for you, it affects all of life around you as well. Remember, receiving is the most generous thing you can do. So I hope that this Receive Compassion card is nourishing you. It is illuminating some new concepts, ideas, turning on some light bulbs. And with that, here's your willingness mantra. I am willing to receive compassion for myself. I am willing to receive compassion for myself. So there we go. So much of receiving, pretty much all of receiving, is rooted in how are you receiving yourself? What you manifest in the world is a direct mirror reflection of how you receive yourself. So if you receive yourself with love, kindness, safety, generosity, presence, attention, time, the world will rise up to meet you. The physical manifestations will be that which allows you to receive abundance, kindness, joy, time, attention. It's really all about a mirror reflection of how you relate to yourself. So as you do this, you become the embodiment, like the tree, of natural worthiness. When you are embodying natural worthiness, receiving all day long from all of life, you manifest natural worthiness, receiving all day long from all of life. And the only thing that we really have an opportunity to practice, the place that struggle kicks in, is when we resist, push away, fight, reject certain aspects of life. That's what we've learned in our struggle. If we don't like it, we fight it. If we don't like it, we battle it. If we don't like it, we protect ourselves from it. What does that do? Here, life is trying to give you stuff, but we block the flow when we do that. But when we become empowered and know how to relate to the things that we don't like, that we don't want, when there's pain, when there's discomfort, when there's conflict, and we learn how to receive that, it can move on through. Just like when there's days of drought, the tree receives that. It passes. Just when there is, maybe some dryness or toxicity to the earth, or the minerals, or too much of this or too much of that, the tree receives that. It moves on through. It passes. So it's always receiving life. It always moves on through. And so that's what allows the growth and expansion and contribution to occur. So I hope that you will take this into your life and pay particular attention to those inner voices. If you are being hard on yourself, if you are mean to yourself, if you are blaming yourself, if you're judging yourself, if you're shaming yourself, stop, notice, summon the power of free will to choose another way, and then practice this willingness mantra. I am willing to receive compassion for myself. So that is the send-off portion of today's 10-minute Rise and Receive. And above and beyond that, what I wanted to share is as we move forward with Rise and Receive, because I'm going to keep coming back, my intention, what I'm going to be doing is now sharing with you more about how you can use these receive cards, what it looks like to put them into action in your life. And the main focus is going to be about how to get unstuck in your manifestation efforts. So if you've been wanting to manifest anything in your life, anything at all, the receive cards can help you, because there's one reason and one reason only we get stuck in our manifestation efforts. And here it is. If you are feeling stuck, it's because there's something you're not receiving. There's something you're not receiving. And so what happens is, if you're not receiving it, which allows it to move on through, it means you are resisting it. And what you resist persists. So that's what Rise and Receive is going to move on into in the next coming months. We're going to be using the cards, and we're going to let them be a tool that helps us get unstuck in our manifestation efforts, learn how to receive the do-wants and the don't-wants, become a fulfilled receiver as you unlearn the struggle and see what can show up in your life. Okay? So I'm very excited to do that. And if you want to learn more about receiving, two great resources. One is go to receivecarddeck.com, put in your name and email. I will keep you posted on when the cards are available for your purchase so you can play with them, have them in your own hands, give them as gifts for the holidays, even if it's a little bit of an anticipation for the coming year. And October 7th and 14th, I will be doing a brand new 2020 virtual version of the Vision Workshop, which is designed to help you receive your clarity, your power, and your path forward. I'll have a link for you to register and learn more about that this week. And just a little early bird notice, it's open to 25 people. That's so I can give you my undivided attention and support. And to really get the energy flowing, I've decided that for the first 10 people who register, you will also receive a bonus 30-minute session with me to help you personally with your vision, to really bring it into conclusion. So you'll have everything you need in the workshop with all the support. I'll give you the link, but there's an extra bonus for those who are really ready to activate the power of vision. Okay, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow at the next Rise and Receive. Bye, everybody.